everyone. I hope everybody's doing well in the midst of this COVID-19 sequestering in the parish, and we certainly miss everybody on a weekly basis, or certainly I do. As a deacon, miss serving at the altar. And Father Matthias we were talking a few days ago, and he had asked me to give a reflection to the parish on what do I see God saying to the parish at St. Pat's. And as I reflected on that, I just finished a book by Matthew Kelly. A lot of you are familiar with him. And the name of the book is The Biggest Lie in the History of Christianity. And basically the focus of that book, I found it to be very intriguing. It was an excellent read for me. And I highly encourage you to read it if you get a chance. And basically the focus of the book was that holiness, for many people, the lie is that it's not attainable to the ordinary person. And I was struck deeply by that. And he goes back, Matthew goes back in the early history of the church, and how the Christianity changed in the Roman Empire was converted, and it happened as a result of ordinary people living heroic moments in their lives. And one story that jumped out to me in the book was the story of a woman by the name of Anastasia Petrov, a woman that was a nurse here in the United States. She was an immigrant, and she's old. She's in her 60s now, but a number of years ago, she told a story about how one of her colleagues on her floor, that at the time she didn't know real well, but she just knew her to be a very kind person. Her name was Jane. And she got sick, and she had cancer, and she was going to be off for a number of weeks. And the hospital paid, what they did is they paid sick leave up to 6 weeks. But it looked like Jane was going to need a lot more time than that. She had 6 kids, and there was a real concern after the 6 weeks that, she was a single mother, she wouldn't be able to, take care of or provide for her children. And so Anastasia, well, along with the other nurses on the floor, got the idea that, look, if we were to cover, most nurses work 3 12-hour shifts. My daughter's a nurse, so the story's kind of close to me. But the nurses came up with the idea that if we all took a shift, 3 of us a week, we could cover her, and that she would continue to be paid, and the hospital agreed with that. And so they did that, and it was really amazing what happened when they were asked, how long that they did that for Jane. Anastasia looked and said, "We did that for 3 years," and that's pretty amazing. When I talked to my daughter about that, she was pretty much blown away, kind of living that life, and how sacrificially that would be. But that was a great example of living a holy moment. And I think the message or the reflection I have for all of us is to ask the Lord, each day when we get up, Lord, how can you help me to live a holy moment in my life? Allow the Holy Spirit to inspire me in ways that I can look and serve other people. And typically it's in very simple ways that we can do that. One of the things that I try to do, I have a number of McDonald's cards that I have in my car, and in the $5 gift certificates, and with people that when I drive up to a corner, maybe at an expressway or something, you see people holding a sign, hungry, need food, etc. And it's a simple way, very simple, to just, when you have time, roll down the window and you just have, a few seconds to say, God bless you, hopefully you have a great day. And I found that those cards are just a very simple way of allowing somebody to maybe have a cup of coffee and something to eat when they need that. But that was an idea I got from someone else. But I think that the key, especially as we're all sequestered now, it can be a time that we can get self-centered or self-focused, and the idea of that, and this the inspiration I got from this book also is, Lord, help me to be open to ways instead of looking inward, to look outward. How can I serve you? How can I serve others around me in real simple ways? They don't have to be huge, great, huge moments that we would consider. It's usually in the ordinary ways that I can look for moments that I can reach out and just to love people in simple ways. So that would be, as I reflect on what I see the Lord do under what God would be saying to the parish. That has really inspired me, and I really encourage all of us to be able to reflect on that and to really use that in your prayer as you wake up each morning. Lord, how can I live a holy moment? How can I be sensitive to the leading and guiding of the Holy Spirit in my life? And we just ask that you all take care and stay safe. God bless you.